The Reedy, Set, Grow podcast with Trish Reedy.
Welcome to Reedy, Set, Grow, the podcast that inspires you to grow into the person you are meant to be. I'm your host, Trish Reedy. I'm a local mortgage lender, and I love our Kansas City community and all these awesome people that live here. So I am excited today to bring another inspirational person to you all. My guest today is Angel Bolen.
Yes.
Angel is a middle school drama and modern communications teacher. And we met when my husband, Dan, who now works in my mortgage business with me, was the school resource officer.
Yes, shout out to Dan.
So, Angel, tell us a little bit about your story, your journey to where you are now.
Absolutely. Hey, guys. So do you want me to start all the way from the beginning?
You do you. You tell us how you want to tell us.
Okay. I like to start from the beginning, okay? But when I grew up, okay, when I was young, I really loved playing with my dolls, stuffed animals, my siblings. Okay, so for a while, I have five brothers, and they're all older than I am.
Wow.
Okay, and so because
I thought two was hard.
Because they're all older than I am. Of course, I was the young girl. Okay, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do? So I just cater to my Barbies, cater to my dolls, and then when I had the opportunity, Trish, I would coach my brothers. Okay, teach them a few things or two.
Love it.
Teach them about, oh, that girl's cute, or that girl's not cute, or this is what you should do, or this is what you should not do. Those little things. And then 5 years, when I was 5, after that, I prayed for my little sister, and she came about.
Oh.
So I began just coaching and teaching her. But during that time, I just remember wanting to teach, and whatever it was, whether it was me teaching my sister how to dress her Barbie dolls, from literally teaching my stuffed animals, I was directing them.
Oh, I love
as a choir. Okay, guys, let's sing.
Oh.
Just instructing them.
Okay, who was the best singer?
Okay, literally, it was like my big pink teddy bear. Huge, Trish.
Yeah, Barry for me. He was
Big Barry?
Yeah. That's his name, Barry.
I didn't even name my teddy bear, which is crazy. I did name him, but I just knew it was huge and pink, and I felt like that was the best singer.
Okay. All right.
So I think from the start, I was always just motivating individuals versus if it was my siblings or if it was, like I said, stuffed animals.
Yeah.
I just felt like that's where I began my passion of just instructing and teaching and just colors, everything that was around me. Like, oh, I like this color. I like this set. Just doing different things. Moving from just out of the home, my dad really got us he pushed us into the film world. So here in Kansas City, we have a local talent agency called Exposure. So when I was younger, my dad got us involved in Exposure Talent Unlimited. So I got an opportunity to do commercials. Trish, I got an opportunity to do movies and modeling gigs.
Yeah.
And I think just being thrusted into that world, but I know being thrusted into that world just really made me see a different outlook of like, whoa, this is cool. Like I can appeal to an audience member by the way I walk, modeling, by the way I talk, by the way I move. And my siblings, we all did it together. So I think that was very cool that we were able to do it together and then reflect.
Yeah.
And we did movies. And so I thought it was cool to be on set. Like a few of the movies that I did, they're local, but Kansas City was one of them. Ride with the Devil was another movie that I was in. So you can Google it, but is my name in the credits? Probably not.
But it should have been. Yeah.
It should have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll remember that.
but anyway, I was an extra on the set, and I felt like just being involved with all of that, seeing how we got dolled up in the costumes and how they applied our makeup, and just being behind the scenes, and then how we were able to just interact with superstars in that time. Because I don't know if you remember Clueless, the show Clueless.
As if.
Okay. Yes.
Of course. Child of the 90s. Come on.
Yes. Okay. Well, from Clueless, Stacey Dash.
Yes.
Okay. The African-American actress was one of the ladies who was on set for one of the films that we did. And I just thought that was so inspirational.
Oh, yeah.
I would just looked and just said, wow, like, I don't necessarily know if I want to be the actress, but I want to be the one that coaches the actors. I want to be the one that says, hey, let's roll the camera. Hey, just directing. So that pushes me okay, so that's my film side of the business. And then I did a commercial, a few commercials. I did the commercial for Worlds of Fun. I did the Mamba. We had to write that thing 30 times. Ooh. Hot mess. It stopped on us. Crazy. It was a hot mess. Crazy. And then I did some other commercials. So again, just in that world. But then we go to the heart of, I think that really grounds me, where I get a lot of my morals and my values. And that's when my parents took me to church, right? Yeah. They took me to church and involved in all the youth groups, all of just everything that I can get involved in. And I feel like, Trish, that really set the tone for my morals, as I said, and then just me getting filled up to be this person that I should be, that I am called to be, to inspire. So then that forwards me on to what am I gonna graduate in? Right. Like, what am I gonna major in? What am I gonna do with my life? Yeah. So I paired up my love for teaching, because I always did that, right? Teddy bears, brothers, all of that.
If you can teach teddy bears and brothers, man. Doesn't get much harder than that.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? So, middle school students are nothing.
They are nothing compared to those teddy bears just sitting there. Okay. Hence to our Zoom world when people just black screens and stuff. Like, okay, whatever. But honestly, I paired up my love. So my love of teaching. And then I paired my love of, inspiring individuals and motivating individuals. So I said, what do I want to teach? And then pull in my experience,
right?
Even if it's just minute, like pull in my experience. So I said, I want to be a teacher. I thought I wanted to be an early childhood teacher, so I can do that creative play and just really just teach them the foundational things. And I just was like, nah, this is not for me. So then I realized I needed to be a secondary education teacher, because I feel like I really want to get them where they're struggling and help them navigate their emotions.
Yeah. There's so many emotions at that age.
So many.
Yeah.
I feel like they need the help. So that's right. That's where I just set my foundation on. It just said, I need to educate these kids and do it in a loving way, because I've had some really great teachers, but I also had some teachers in my life that just pushed us out the classroom. Right. And I'm just like, no, I think that's an opportunity it's an opportunity just to encourage and inspire. So I got my major in educating. I knew I didn't want to teach English because I didn't want to grade all those papers. Let's just be transparent here. Okay. But I said, okay, I like film. I like the theater aspect of everything. So I majored in modern communications and theater. And Trish, I am in my zone. Yeah. So absolutely, I'm encouraging students daily. I encourage the staff every day. They encourage me. I think I keep saying think, but I know I'm where I need to be. So that's my journey.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, I know when Dan was working in the middle school with you, I can just remember thinking, middle school students, I remember being one and what the other ones were like. Like, that is not the most fun part of childhood.
It's really not.
And I also remember Dan coming home and being like, oh, I got to have lunch with Angel today. And, and just the energy that you would bring. I mean, even just walking in here, the energy that you brought into the room is awesome.
Well, let's go.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what inspires you.
Yeah.
What resources you use.
Yeah.
To help mentor those kids.
Yeah. And I self-care. I feel like really and honestly, I love the method of the airplane philosophy. You put your mask on first, right? So then that way you could help someone else. Right. So I feel like it's really important that we take time for ourselves, because if you don't, you guys, then you will see it unfold throughout your day, such as attitudes popping and not know how to handle the situation and so forth. So what I do is I take that time for myself in the mornings. I now joined this awesome workout group with ladies. I would do my own individual workouts because I knew that doing some exercise really helps the brain.
Clears out my mind, helps with the stress.
Trish,
absolutely.
It's so needed, so necessary. So I do my workouts, whether I do my group workouts, and if I'm not with a group, I do yoga. I spend at least an hour on myself in the morning. So it's That's a struggle to get up, but again, you just have to condition yourself. Yep. So, and I get my family on board. So for instance, if my boyfriend, I'll just say, hey, don't call me at this time, or I'll call
Right.
you after this because this is that time for me to help me be better for you.
Right.
And I don't have kids, but I would, if I had kids, I would adapt that same philosophy.
Right.
But so I wake up, I do my exercise, Trish, and after that, I go and I read my daily devotionals because that helps ground me, helps me get filled up.
Yeah.
And then I listen to a young lady who her name is Terry Savelle Foy. Shout out to her. I really love watching her YouTube channels because she inspires individuals to achieve their goals, to achieve their dreams, like whatever it is. She's so motivational, and she talks like this, and it's a very squeaky voice. She's like, "Hey guys," and she's like, "I know I got an annoying voice, but anyway, I got really good information for you." And I'm like, "Thanks, girl. Yeah, you're a little annoying, but again, you are so cute, and I love what you're sharing."
Right.
So I listen to her almost faithfully. Every day. And if I don't, again, I just fuel myself up. But I do that and then drink my coffee and I'm on my day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. It is hard.
It's
You know,
hard.
we, as women, I think especially, we are naturally caregivers and we're worried about everybody else.
Yes.
And it's hard to take time for yourself.
It is. But I think, Trish, it's so important to do that. So that way you're ready to take care of everyone else. And so not only did I have that airplane method
Mentality.
mentality, but again, when I joined the Blue Valley School District, our superintendent at the time, who's gone, he also had that same mentality. So to hear him during our convocation, like our big group setting,
Right.
he said, "Hey, teachers, take time for yourself, because if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of those kids in
Right.
the classroom."
Right.
So I was like, "Oh, heard it again." So I'm like, that is so true.
Right.
I'll give you a quick example. The last 2 weeks have just been kind of crazy, just with everything going on. So I got up and I exercised, but I noticed that I didn't do the daily devotionals. And this week it was a little tough for me. I was like, what's going on? I'm kind of feeling down, and I'm just like, so I needed a little pick me up myself. And literally some of my coworkers just said, "Hey, positive vibes only." And that's some stuff that I would quote or I would post on my social media.
Yeah.
So they gave me back what I would typically give out. So I'm just like, that's awesome. So whatever you put out in the universe will definitely come back to you. So yes.
Man, isn't it great to have somebody that can remind you when you
Yes.
can't remind yourself?
Trish, yeah, please remind us,
Yes.
right?
Gosh,
Yes.
man.
Girl, yeah.
Oh, so give me a little story about a middle school student.
Okay.
And somebody that you feel like you've really made a connection with and really had an impact on.
Okay, absolutely. So let me think of, because I've got a few that's fishing through my mind as you just said that.
Sure.
So let's see here. So there's a young boy. Okay. All right. Am I allowed to say current student or for
It's your story.
Current student, all right, 8th grader, but definitely had him since they were 6th grade, from 6th grade. This student was so troublesome. I mean, was the student that you knew would probably just give you a headache. Like at the end of the day, just because they wanted the attention, or they wanted... You just really didn't know what the attention... You didn't know what their story was. And so I love our school where they say, find out the story behind the individual. Like, why are they acting out the way they are? So I would try my best to check in with that student every day, whether they were in my class or not. "Hey, how are you doing today? Dude, I like that outfit. That's what's up."
Yeah.
And then I would really try to get on their level. "Okay, so you playing the game this weekend? Like, what's going on?"
Right.
You know, so really try to peek out and seek their interest and talk about that. Right now, it's not even about education, because I know that's probably not on your mind right now. Right?
Yeah.
It's really just, I have to be here because mom, dad said I have to be here.
Right.
But, I'd rather not be here. I want to act out. I'm checked out. So I did, and it was challenging. Okay. 6th grade was hard. 7th grade it was a little better, but I just try to seek out those moments, Trish, and just make a connection. That's all it is. Make a connection with these kids and let them know that I care about you, and not just you getting a grade or your academics. Like, no, I'm trying to help you navigate life so you can be better for your future. Right. Exactly. So I just did my frequent check-ins and so forth. And I remember one time I set this student down and I said, "Hey, guess what? The principal, we were at a meeting and the principal said something really cool about you, and
I can only imagine.
Oh, it was the spark that was exactly what that kid needed.
Yeah.
To hear that the principal said something about me. Ms. Bolen, I know you would, because I know you've been talking to me. We got
Right.
relations and all that. I said, but no, the principal said a really good positive comment about you and just said they are so proud of you because they noticed something that you did. And I just sat and had a conversation with the student. That broke the ice.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm kind of getting teary-eyed thinking about it. But and so I told the student, and that was my opportunity, Trish, to even go deeper.
Yeah.
Right? To just
Right.
dive in deeper. And I said, hey, you know what? Let me just tell you about life. I said, in education, I said, there's always going to be rules and so forth and all the above. I said, we talked about the stop sign. I'm all about giving these kids different parables.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I said, hey, when you start driving your car, I said, what happens when you don't stop at the stop sign? And that's a rule. I said, what can happen to you and to others? So I started to get on his level in just another way, in practical ways.
Right.
And he started to see the light. So then days passed. And the student would come by me, Ms. Bolen, I got this assignment in. You'll be proud. And I was like, what? That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then, he started to walk with it, with shoulders back, did not have the hood on throughout the hallways. I said, I would just look at him and just say, that hood, he would take it off. You guys, I just really saw that transformation in this student. By the end, when he left, he got his assignments in, wasn't the top A student, but definitely
You saw transformation.
You saw transformations.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
amazing.
Wow. Well, I can't even imagine what it's like to teach in a pandemic and, remote teaching and gosh, props to you and all your fellow teachers.
Thank you.
Who don't make nearly enough money. Coming from parents who homeschool their children this spring.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us are not cut out to be teachers. So all of our gratitude to you
Thank
and all your fellow
you.
teachers, because it is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
And clearly you give your heart.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
It's a lot. Well, we're getting through it together. Like we just check in on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I want to wrap up with 5 rapid fire questions.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Shoot them at me.
Okay. What's your favorite quote?
Ooh. Okay. Shakespeare. Okay. Shakespeare says, men and women are all players. We all have our different entrances and we all have our different exits, but we all have a reason to be here. And so I think, and of course I'm kind of like not really quoting, I'm paraphrasing, but I really love that Shakespeare quote because I say it all the time. I mean, hey, we have a reason to be here. Okay. We have an entrance, we have an exit, not just talking about life and death, but I mean, even in conversations with people, like relationships.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye. You were meant to go at this moment and so forth. So yeah.
All right, so you've got some big thing coming up. You got to get pumped up.
Yeah.
What's that song you're going to listen to?
Oh.
Get yourself in the right frame of mind.
Okay. Let's see here. So the song would be, you guys hear, don't judge me, but the song that comes in is like, I came in like a wrecking ball.
I love it.
Just because I feel like that's me. I'm coming in like a wrecking ball. Let's get it. Let's go.
I love it.
I see myself.
I love it. I can see you as Miley Cyrus. I can just totally see it. See it, Angel.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What is the one accomplishment you're the most proud of?
Okay. I am really proud of, honestly, I want to say, okay, I'll go with the one that came straight to my mind. I am proud of starting my broadcast at OTMS because I initiated it, planned it, started it, and we got it off the ground.
That's awesome.
I'm just super proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
2 things on your bucket list that you have yet to check off.
Okay. I have got to get to Paris. I've got to go.
Yes,
okay?
you do. You do.
You want to fund this teacher? Please just fund it there. I really want
We'll
to do
set
that.
up a GoFundMe. There we go. Angel to Paris at GoFundMe.
Please, right? Okay, and then the last one would be, I really want to get involved in I want to do another movie or commercial, even if it's just an extra, whatever it is. I want to do that again.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if anybody is interested, how would they get in touch with you?
If you are interested in getting in touch with me, you guys, you can follow me on Instagram. So that's Angel, ANGEL _ Lanea. LANEA, or you can email me. Okay. I'm still old school. I do Gmail bolenangel@gmail.com, and Bolen is BOLEN.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So cool.
Okay. I got my last question for you, Angel.
Okay.
Fill in the blank. I am most inspired by.
I am most inspired by my dad.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
He's a
you
cool
and me, we're
guy.
daddy's girls.
See.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Gosh, well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining
Trish.
us on Reedy, Set, Go. It's a lot of
Yes.
fun. Dan has told me for a long time that Angel and I need to get to be friends, and now it's legit. We're officially friends.
We are officially friends,
Yeah.
and you're not kicking me out, sis.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Trish Reedy, and this has been Reedy, Set, Grow.
The Reedy, Set, Grow podcast with Trish Reedy.